Essentially what happened in the second half, Zags came out, pulled it away. Behind the insurance policy, Drew Timme, who, watching the game as well last night, I've come to the conclusion that Drew Timme is a clone of Christian Laettner. Now, I'm old enough to remember I watched just about every game of Christian Laettner's college career, and I'm not talking about Christian Laettner in the pros. I'm talking about Christian Laettner as a Duke Blue Devil, and Drew Timme is a clone. Similar in height, similar in stature. Their post moves, when their back is to the basket, Drew Timme has all the moves that Laettner has. Now, I will give this, I don't want the Dukies going nuts. Laettner's a better shooter. Better three-point shooter, a little bit more efficient shooting. Now, that's not to say Drew can't shoot, because he sure as hell can. I don't think he can shoot the three the way Christian could. But as far as everything else, everything from kind of 18 feet in, they're comparable. Back to the basket, comparable. I could even argue maybe Drew's a little bit better defensively than Christian was. But they are the same guy. And you wonder, now I think Drew's going to go to the NBA this year. I think he'll probably be a late first round pick, at worst a second round pick, with his, several of his teammates getting picked as well. I've gone through that, ad nauseum over and over. And I think Jalen Suggs will be the number one pick. Corey Kispert, probably be a lottery pick, if not mid first round. And then Timme, a late first round. And Nembhard and Ayayi probably will see the NBA as well. Now, whether they come out this year, we don't know. But, if Timme stuck around like Laettner did as a 4-year player, so Timme's a sophomore, man. And this guy, I can make an argument, he's the college basketball player of the year. Still think one of his teammates is going to get it, but I could certainly sit here and make an argument that he is, and a lot of people could. And so if he sticks around for his junior, senior year, the way Laettner did, think about all the accolades he could rack up. And maybe he does work himself into a lottery pick in 2 years. Now, I don't think there's any need to. This isn't 1992 and 93 when Laettner was playing, which I said, I watched him pretty closely. I watched the shot live. I watched that, improbable bucket, the heave from Grant Hill, and Laettner caught it and shot it. And I watched that in my apartment in Scarborough, Ontario as a teenager. And so trust me, I know what Laettner is. I know what Drew Timme is. They're the exact same player. Now, it's not to say Laettner didn't have a great NBA career, a decent NBA career. I think there was a lot of hype and uncertain expectations on him, and I don't think Timme's going to have that. And so I think maybe he'll have a little bit more success in the pros because he's not going to have the be-all, end-all, the world on his shoulders the way Laettner did, but they're the same guy, they're the same player. If you haven't watched him, please do so.